JB's or B, and that means you're jacked into Buffy's Angels, where we are currently midway through the final season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. When I say we, it's me, Daniel Ehrenberg. I've watched these before a bunch of times. Over there's Logan. That's the other we, and he's watching for the first time. This week is Bring On the Night and Showtime. It's a little bit of a two-parter, so it's good that we covered them this week. And I still say we're in the slump part of season 7. We're gonna get out of it, but I do not love these episodes.
I talk.
Yeah, you talk.
Oh, okay. I thought they were fine. It was cool to see Drusilla back a little bit. Sort of
Yeah,
Drusilla, the actor,
yeah.
Juliet Lando.
The first as Drusilla. I think this was the final appearance of Christine Sutherland on the show too.
Oh man. Remember
So
last time I said she was bad? I thought she was pretty good in this
all
episode.
right, good. She got it back. A fond farewell to Joyce, Buffy's mom. What a great character. Some great moments she provided for us.
I guess so. What's her
Yeah.
best moment?
Um Probably when she finds out Buffy's a Slayer and she has that conversation with like Spike in the living room and shit.
You know what I think her best episode is? It's probably
Band Candy,
that's fair. I was gonna say gingerbread,
Gingerbread's a good one. She had
but
some moments.
she did. She did. Season two or so.
How about when Faith ties her up on that bed in season 4 before she becomes Buffy? That
And
two-parter
when
and
Darla's about to kill her, she's gonna
yeah,
try to like pretend it was Angel.
that's a good one too.
A lot of great Joyce moments.
Yeah, a fond farewell to Joyce. All right, but let's start with Bring On the Night. Let's do this. This episode aired December 17th, 2002. It's the final Buffy of 2002. All
Crazy.
right. And then we get into 2003, which is the year the show ends. And yeah. All right. Uh December 17th, 2002. I'll tell you. Lose Yourself, still the number one song in the world. Uh Pretty soon after this, Finn Wolfhard is born.
How soon?
A couple days.
Okay. Between episodes?
Well, closer to this one. But I'll tell you what, here's something nobody knows.
Nobody?
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows this. He probably does, and I bet he thinks it's cool. But listen to this. Joe Strummer of The Clash. You familiar with him?
Nope.
All right, well, The Clash, so you know them. They're one of the greatest punk bands of all time.
I recently only just heard of the band, so I'm pretty behind on my band knowledge.
All right, all right. Well, The Clash are amazing. Should I stay or should I go now? That's them.
All right,
All
heard of it.
right.
Yep.
London Calling and you know, you don't know London Calling?
I know London Bridge by Fergie. My London Bridge wanna come down like London.
All right. Well, Joe Strummer of The Clash, he died like right around this time. And what I learned is that he died the day before Finn Wolfhard was born.
A little reincarnation
Is Finn
situation.
Wolfhard Joe Strummer?
Yes.
He does play in rock bands.
Does he?
Yeah, plays gigs. I bet he thinks he's Joe Strummer.
Finn's a musician?
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't know this. What's his
Hmm.
crew called? His band?
I think he has like two different bands. I don't remember what
Two
they're called.
different bands.
Yeah. Are you
I
looking
got.
that up?
I mean, I will later.
All right, it doesn't matter. All right, the number one movie in America is Made in Manhattan.
Okay.
Jennifer Lopez, Ray Fiennes.
Okay.
It's sort of like Pretty Woman, but if she's a maid instead of a hooker, less interesting. Would you turn your phone off?
My phone off?
Turn the sound on. Who
I
has
had an
the
alarm.
sound
I
on their
had an
phone?
alarm on.
All right,
I'm
all right.
sorry. He was in Calpurnia from 2017 to 2019, talking about Finn Wolfhard. And then the Aubreys from 2019 to current.
That's the one I know. All right. So Made in Manhattan. Number two at the box office, Star Trek Nemesis. That
Okay.
was the last Star Trek movie they made before the JJ reboot. Uh, Number three, Drumline. I remember
Okay.
watching that in band class in high school, and there was this really cool couple, uh, Mike Floyd, who thought he was Kurt Cobain, and he had this girlfriend Jessica Sanchez, who was this cool Latina punk girl. And I remember watching Drumline, and I was not paying attention, and I was doing like I was snapping, and I'm making a dumb face, and then I looked over, and the two of them were just looking at me, and they started laughing.
Did they think you were mocking it?
No, they thought I was a dork.
Oh, they thought you were dumb.
That's my association with the Drumline. That's what I think of. Number four, Die Another Day, which has
We
been out
reference
for a
another
little bit.
Bond in the episodes.
That's right, License to Kill. And number five, The Hot Chick, debuting at
Hmm.
number five. Rob
We
Schneider's The
reference
Hot
Rob
Chick.
Schneider in
We
these
do,
episodes.
we
What
do,
a
we really
crazy
do.
coincidence. Or Rob
Mhm.
Snyder, possibly.
Do we say that?
Yep.
Okay.
Wood said Rob Snyder.
And About Schmidt
Oh,
also debuted, but it's only out in a few theaters.
it's a good
Taking
film.
my hoodie off, gang. It's a little warm in here.
Isn't it
All
crazy
right.
that you could argue that's Jack's best performance of all performances? And it's crazy he was around so long and then he releases a movie in 2002 that's his best. But he was already the icon that he was. Like, who knows what's still out there, you know? That's
You
cool to
can
think
argue
about.
so many of his movies are his best performance.
I know, but that
Five
one is
Easy
special. That one's
Pieces, The
really good.
Last Detail. You know,
The Shining, people talk about.
yeah,
But I think about Schmidt, that might be my favorite one that
yeah.
I've seen anyway.
I'm sort of with you on that. All right, let's get into it. Bring on the night. This episode is co-written by Marty Noxon and Douglas Petrie, two real old hands. This is actually Marty Noxon's final writing
Oh
credit
no.
on a Buffy episode. Yeah,
She's gonna
big.
start working on Fright Night.
Yeah, pretty soon. Well, actually, first she creates this show called Point Pleasant that
All
was
right.
on Fox. Got canceled after 7 or 8 episodes, but I watched them all. And then I bought the DVD. There were like 7 or 8 more episodes on the DVD that were unaired.
Really good.
Um, yeah, really good, but it ends on a cliffhanger. So fuck it.
Marty.
Yeah, I know. Um, what do we got? David Grossman's our director. He's also been around forever. Let's get into it. Bring on the night. What are your scroted notes?
Why is the title called that?
I don't know. I think it's a reference to an album by maybe the Police.
Okay. Bring on the night. Why is that relevant though? The police.
I don't know. I guess they just liked the title.
Hmm.
But yeah,
All
it
right.
is by the Police. I fucking nailed it.
Good shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're referencing the police. That's fun.
It's a
Whatever.
song, not an album though.
Oh, we almost nailed it. We did a
Maybe
good
we should
job.
end the ep with that song.
Okay. Bring on the night. Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
We are talking to Andrew. We're like, what's going on with you? You had like a plan with those guys, and we need to know what's up. I liked Anya's glasses. I want to say that. Anya had on some glasses. I'd never really seen her in glasses before. She looked nice. They
She's
look like
always
Fred's
changing it up.
glasses, sort of a little bit.
Yeah. She's always changing up her look, man. And she was brunette in this episode, blonde in the next one.
I didn't notice that. That's
You didn't
crazy.
notice that?
How does
Yeah.
she do that?
I don't know.
Well,
I guess
uh,
goes to a hair salon.
you can do it at home. Buy the hair dye.
You think you should do it
When
in the
you're
sink?
rich, you probably do it at home at a salon, or you probably know somebody comes to it. You don't do it yourself, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Joyce is around. That's fun. And then the first turns into Drusilla. And I was like, oh, Daniel, did Daniel once say that Drusilla was never coming back? Does this count?
It doesn't.
It doesn't count. They say later, like, you're not Drusilla. Drusilla was crazier than you. We go to the basement to the Seal of Danzeltar. Is that right?
Something
Uh,
like that.
we're covering up that thing. Oh no, Wood did that already. Oh no, we do
Yeah.
that. He buried Andrew. We cover up the seal is what happened. And we run into Wood. This is still like right when Wood was down
Yeah,
there.
he's lurking around the basement.
They would like make excuses why they have the shovels. Like I did this, you were doing that.
Full
Uh,
service principling.
yeah, that was funny. She said it was crazy. She wasn't at work. He was like, "You haven't been at work in weeks, but can you like come by?" Because she says she's sick, but she's like investigating under tunnels. You can't be caught doing that when you say you're sick.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad move. I this happened to me once during my drunk years.
Oh
I
shit.
I, I remember I called out of work at Barnes and Noble because a girl I was with broke up with me suddenly.
Oh,
Okay,
that's sad.
and I was really sad. And then I went out by myself to drink at a bar in the daytime. And then around 7 p.m., I really wanted to talk to somebody about the breakup.
Oh, and you went to work.
And so I knew like Henry was at work.
Crazy
And so
move. That's your fault.
oh, it was completely my fault.
Yeah.
But yeah, I dropped by work even though I had called out and then I got in trouble.
That's honestly the craziest thing ever. That's like the
Yeah,
one rule. Don't go to the work because you
I
called
know.
out.
I know.
But it's also Buffy's fault. She's under the school, you know? She's under the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, but you weren't
It was
under
just
Barnes and
as much
Noble.
Buffy's fault as my fault.
I'd say more your fault. Buffy was under the school. She's like, he'll never see me here. She doesn't think he's a weirdo going under the school to bury bodies. She doesn't know that.
Probably not. Not yet.
Yeah, probably not. So that's going on. Willow does like
He's got
some
a couple of real enigmatic moments this week, Wood. Well, like later on this episode, when he like talks to her at her desk and shit, he like says some really like cryptic shit,
I like
and then he walks
mysteries.
away and smiles.
Yeah, and you find out who's been at the bottom of it the whole time. It's like,
Yeah.
why would you? What's going on with you?
What's up, bro?
Seriously, they've never made someone more obviously bad, but it seems like he has to be good because they're doing that, right?
Interesting.
I feel like Willow is in the living room, does like some crazy magic. It blows up the windows. Xander's like, I'm always gonna have to make the windows, whatever he does. And then she's like possessed. She's crying. She's like, I hate magic. I don't want to do that again. And then Giles, we go answer the door. Giles is there.
Mm,
Actually, we're like on our way out. I think we're like going somewhere, but then Giles is at the door with
that's
some new
right.
Slayers. We've got Annabelle, Kennedy, and Molly.
All right. Yeah. Potential slayers. That's a big thing this season. In fact, the next episode of Buffy that we're going to cover is called Potential.
Oh,
Uh, but yeah, so that's what was going on in those early episodes with those girls dying. It was potential slayers getting murdered.
yeah,
And
by the first
by the
crew.
yeah, his crew, the bringers, their crew. It's not a dude or a girl. Um and fucking
You have a favorite one here? Annabelle, Kennedy, and Molly. It's got to be the one horny for
I
Willow.
yeah, I don't love any of these characters.
No way.
Uh, we there are some potential slayers as we go on that I like more, but I don't know. Kennedy's okay.
I don't like the actor that well. There were like a few lines I was like, you could have done a lot better.
I agree. I
She was
agree.
okay.
Uh, I do like that she's horny for Willow, but then she like it turns out like her family was super rich and shit, and like that doesn't endear me to anybody. Uh, she said
Willow,
her house had like wings.
yeah, but that could be rich. Willow could be rich. That could be cool. We could
Oh,
root for
that's
that.
true. Yeah, we could. That's a good point. That's a
I didn't
silver
see a
lining.
problem.
All right. Uh, Annabelle's okay, but she
Some
dies in this
oh,
episode.
she's the one that dies.
Yeah. Molly,
I like Molly. I like her accent.
is she really British?
I don't care. I enjoyed it.
I don't think she is. I think she's doing a really bad Cockney accent. She
I
sounds
was
like
on board.
fucking Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins. It's rough.
It was like the accents from Fish Tank. It reminded me. She sounded like the girl
That
from Fish
I
Fuck.
know, I understand. That's what she's going for. She's trying to be a northerner, and
That's
you know,
different. We haven't
like
seen that
a
on Buffy.
council estate, poor people. But I don't know, man. I just don't think she's a good actor.
That's fair. She doesn't have a photo. Clara Bryant is her name on
It doesn't. It
IMDb.
doesn't. Well, Clara Bryant sounds like a British name. Maybe she is British.
Oh, really? Clara Bryant
I don't know.
could be
Does
related
it?
to Bear Bryant.
Do we know anything about her?
No, I mean I could click on her and find out.
Her. Uh.
Made her acting debut at the age of 3.
Yeah. Doesn't say where though.
No, I don't know. Don't really know anything
Fuck.
about her.
Yeah, I don't either. But I don't think she's very good.
No, that's fair.
She graduated. No, she was born in Los Angeles. She went to Georgia Law School and Columbia University. She is an American, Logan, and that accent is trash.
Loved it.
All right. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It's cool. And you think about her like going into the audition, she had that planned. They were like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" She's like, "I'm acting." They were like, "All right,
See,
whatever, go for it."
now when I see a performance that bad on Buffy, I'm just like, was Joss fucking her?
Mm, that didn't cross my mind.
Yeah.
It's possible. And now we're getting a lot of new potentials. This is gonna suck going
Oh,
forward.
this is a big season for Joss. He's got a lot of young
He's going
ladies
out on a
around
high
on the
note,
set. Yeah.
like George Costanza. That was what he always did.
Yeah, I know.
So
All right,
there's our
so
3 slip
yeah,
potentials.
he's like
And he's
hey,
alive,
it's
we
the
should say.
final season. I don't know if I'll ever work in this town again.
Yeah.
All right.
That's crazy.
Let me take advantage of this. All right. Go
He
on.
didn't die though, right? It left on the cliffhanger. Giles is gonna die, get his head cut off a few episodes ago, remember?
Yeah, yeah, that was at the end of
Robson,
Sleeper.
Robson.
Right.
And we learned those guys were watchers. That was kind of cool. We didn't really
Yeah,
know that. That guy was a
yeah.
watcher. It's like they killed his wife. Why they gotta kill his wife for?
I was confused that the potential slayers knew their watchers.
Yeah.
Like Buffy didn't get hooked up with a watcher until she like
But this is
got
different. We're
powers.
but that was like a normal thing. Now we're speeding up the process because Buffy like put a weird thing in the timeline, and now we're having to. I think it makes sense, but I did have the thought too.
I
But
guess
now we're like it's different.
I actually think it was established that Kendra was
Kendra,
had a watcher like and Faith too. Like
yeah, love all the
before
faith talk.
they were got powers. So maybe Buffy's actually an anomaly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Because that other guy went and got her too. Not even Giles.
Merrick.
Yeah. So I don't know. We do things differently now. But yeah, we mentioned Faith. That was pretty cool. But
Yeah.
we haven't seen her, and she's been on Angel. We haven't seen her in a long time
Last
on
time we
Buffy.
saw her was the season 2 premiere of Angel, where he goes to visit her in prison at the
Crazy.
end of the episode. It's been a while,
It's been a
but
while.
but I'll have you know,
Hmm.
we may see Faith on both shows this season.
Well, we better see her. But it's like it's last season of Buffy. I assume that
Yeah,
we'll see her at
yeah.
some point. But that's very exciting. I popped both anytime we mentioned Faith. She's one of my favorites.
Of course.
I really love her. And her episodes of Angel are still my favorite ones. 5 by 5 and whatever else.
Sanctuary.
Yeah, I love those. And then Kennedy's like putting the moves on Willow. Pretty fun. Like, I'll figure out the rooms. Me and you will stay together. We go
A girl
to
said that to me once. She was
yeah,
like, yeah, it was like after a party and we were all gonna like sleep at the dude's house and
me and you in a room,
we were
Daniel.
figuring out sleeping arrangements and my friend asked her where she wanted to sleep and she goes wherever he's sleeping.
Oh wow, she didn't even know your name.
No, she did, but I
Oh,
was there, so she said it.
oh,
And I still remember that.
goddamn.
It was one of the hottest things I've ever heard a girl say.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Way to go. How old were you?
Thank you so much. I was probably 22, 23.
Yeah, It's pretty
Her name
good.
was Brigid.
Bridget,
Yeah.
not Bridget.
No, Brigid.
Never heard that before.
Yeah.
That's cool. We go. Giles takes Buffy to a Christmas tree lot. We're like, hey, some evil shit happened under this tree lot. Let's go here. So we like fall under the ground and we fight
Yeah,
the first.
this is the tree lot we saw in Amends way back when.
Okay, okay, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't fight the first. We fight the original vamp. Is that the first?
Yeah,
I'm so
the
confused by the first.
no. The first is a non-corporeal being who
He turns
can
into Buffy and
turn into
Drusilla.
dead people.
Okay, this is
He
the original vampire that
Buffy
she takes
counts
on.
because she died once.
The
But yeah,
Uber vamp.
the Uber vamp or the Turrican, as Giles
Turrican,
calls
yes.
her, is the uh, technical name for it.
He says he's the like Neanderthals to humans. So that was pretty cool.
That's
But
right.
we try to kill it and we can't. Steak doesn't work on its heart. We got to figure out a new way to do it. So I like Giles here too. He promises that if they survive this, he'll come visit like a normal occasion, not when the world's ending. So
Yeah.
he better do that. Buffy is this was funny. She's at work. She's typing manifestations of evil. Do 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 do. And then Wood comes up behind her, looking up evil in the movies. Do 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 do. Very
Yeah.
funny.
Buffy
She
says
bet
she likes The Exorcist and the Blair Witch Project.
those are her two favorites. And he
Yeah.
says, "Oh, not Rob Snyder's oeuvre." He says, and then she says, "Different kind of evil." That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then she says, "What's your favorite genre?" He says, "Mysteries." This is the line he says. I love finding out what's underneath it all at the very end. What are you doing, Wood?
Yeah.
Crazy. Blowing up your
Yeah.
spot. If you're evil, that's why you can't be evil.
And then he smiles at the camera.
He did do that. That was cool. I like Wood. He's cool. He's got some fun
I do
faces.
too. I think Wood's great.
Same.
But
What he said earlier with Dawn. Dawn had a fun moment in the catacombs area where she was like, she talked about like leaking from both
oh
ends or whatever
yeah,
again.
that's right. And also down there,
Jackass.
yeah, there was a Jackass
That was funny.
reference, and Andrew and Xander referenced a very specific Wonder Woman arc.
I love that because Xander was like, he saw how similar they were and got scared. He was like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
no, keep going, you
It's
fucking
funny.
loser.
It reminded me of okay, like all the way back in like season 3, he gets into an argument with Oz about like what the different colors of kryptonite are used for.
Okay.
And then like I always saw that as like a bonding moment between Xander and Oz. And then like the next season, Oz is gone and Xander says something and no one reacts. And Xander goes, Oz would have gotten that.
I remember that.
And I always feel in this moment with Andrew, like it's like, do I have a new friend? Oh
Yeah.
God, but it's him.
Yeah. He's like, oh my God, keep walking.
It's interesting.
Yeah. It was very funny. And I wrote Drusilla does sexy moves.
Yeah, she does a move actually that I think they took it from an episode of Angel.
Really?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, the one where she like pulls her skirt up or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty fun. And Buffy's like in the middle of a student session, like talking to a student, and
she
then she's
falls
dreaming about
asleep. God,
her
that
mom.
is, how are how do you fall asleep
Honestly,
during a session with a student when you're like a counselor? That is really bad, Buffy. Like you
and
were terrible at this job.
Wood saw her. It cut to
I
Wood
know.
watching from his room, and the student's name was Roger. I wrote that down for some reason.
Good
Because
job.
she didn't know his name, and he was like Roger, and she's like, I knew that. See, I knew that. This is funny. A lot of fun references in these episodes. Xander talks about signs. M. Night Shyamalan, he called
That's
him. That's
right.
fun.
Did he lie to us?
Yeah, no, he didn't lie to us.
Man, you know who I
Put him in
follow
the pantry.
on Letterbox now, Logan? All those celebrities are coming out of the
Who?
woodwork.
Who?
All right, Mia Khalifa.
She's on Letterbox.
Yeah, she's on Letterbox, and
That's a porn star,
she
guys.
fucking loves M. Night Shyamalan.
Really?
Yeah.
What are her favorites?
I mean, she gave both Trap and Old 5 stars.
5.
Yeah.
Well, Trap I can see. Obviously. Old is a bit of a stretch.
She put out a list of her 10 favorite movies of all time. and Trap was number 10.
Oh man, I
And there are
love you,
like
Mia.
three Christopher Nolan movies on
That's cool. Shout out to Mia Khalifa.
it. Shout out to Mia Khalifa.
She was never
One of
my
the
favorite
greats.
Mia porn star, gotta be honest.
Oh, Mia Malkova.
Mia Margot. Yeah, totally. Anyway, so yeah, we talk about the pantry.
Mm,
What happens? Oh, we fight, right? Annabelle. This is when Annabelle runs off, and we're like, "Oh no,
right.
Annabelle ran off." So Buffy goes and finds Annabelle's necklace or whatever, and then fights the Uber vamp. It's pretty fun. I wrote she goes through a brick wall like Xander in season 5 with the wrecking
With
ball.
the yeah, good job.
What something bricklayer. Some
Yeah, glorified
glor-
bricklayer. Wait, how? What is it? The glorified bricklayer.
saves the
Hits,
day or something.
no, it's something about bowling. He goes,
Picks up the spare.
picks up the spare. That's what it
Yeah, yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great job.
Mm.
And then we find Buffy. It looks like she's dead. That was kind of scary sight. We find her like under
Yeah,
some
she gets
rubble.
her ass kicked, man.
She really did. That was scary. And we cut to Spike. Spike says, Buffy believes in me. That's why he's still going on. I like that.
Yeah.
And then this was great. Should I just play the speech in the episode? They're talking about like, oh, man, Buffy's hurt. I don't know if we
You
can do
mean
this.
Buffy's speech at the end of the episode?
Yeah. Should I just play the whole
Yeah.
thing?
Sure, if you want.
I loved the end of it. She says, only one thing more powerful, and that's us. Any
Any
questions?
questions?
And then it's,
Yeah.
man, she really fucking nailed that speech. She's so good. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
They clearly liked this speech because this becomes the season of Buffy speeches.
No, really?
Yeah, there are so many scenes of Buffy like talking to like the potential slayers or to her friends, like just monologuing this season.
What's her best speech so far? The season 5 finale? The the scariest thing is to live in it. That whole
The
thing.
hardest thing in this world is to live in it.
Yeah, that's probably
There's
her
I
best
mean,
one.
she's had a few. I go all the way back to season 1. Prophecy Girl.
Wow.
The speech in that episode where she says, "I'm 16 years old. I don't want to die."
Oh yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
She's just the best character there ever was.
She's amazing.
I liked in the next episode, we're like, should we have even brought Buffy back because it caused all these problems? And I was like,
Yeah.
of course you should have brought Buffy back. Like, whatever the trade-off was, you definitely should have brought Buffy back. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
to me unless it was
Uh,
like Xander and Willow died. That would suck.
Anya is questioning it though after they go see the Eye of Beljaxa or whatever the fuck it is.
Beljox's eye. What's
Yeah.
Botox's eye? So that's the end of that episode.
All right.
Bring
Bring
on the
on the
night.
night.
MVP Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I would say so. Yeah. And LVP Molly.
Oh, I'll go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go Annabelle. She died.
All right. All right. Yeah.
I feel like she had an English accent too, though. I feel like they both sort of did.
She did, but hers felt natural.
Well, that is fun.
Yeah, I guess not. All right. So
I don't know where to rank
I don't
them.
know. I give this it's like between a 2 and a 3.
Oh,
3, I
what?
guess it's a 3.
That's pretty low.
Um yeah, I'm gonna have
Wait, wait,
this
wait.
one pretty low.
I can't leave my list right now. I'm gonna go between Hell's Bells and Enemies, 87.
That feels all right. I like this like just a touch more than the last one. So where did I put
Never
Never
Leave
Leave
Me,
Me? Yeah.
105 between Listening to Fear and Flooded.
All right, count me up from there.
All right, Listening to Fear all the way, Hell's Bells. That's where I had it about there.
Mm.
Wrecked, Gone, Goodbye Iowa, Older and Far Away. I remember you liking that one. Sort of.
Yeah, yeah. I like Goodbye Iowa too. Put it between Goodbye Iowa and it was it
Gone,
Wrecked? Gone.
Gone.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, it's your new 100. Pretty fun.
Oh, my number 100. Okay.